What's up guys, Kellen and Tim here at the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus launch. You see I've got both phones in hand here. This is the Orchid Gray colorway, I believe. Obviously we know quite a bit about these phones because they've leaked left and right, but we've now got them in hand. So this is obviously regular S8 here, S8 Plus here. You can see size-wise, even though they have giant displays, so you have a 5.8-inch Quad HD display on the regular S8 and a 6.2-inch on the Plus, but you can see in my hand, this phone, I don't want to say it looks small, but it looks like a decent sized phone. It doesn't look enormous. Even the Plus isn't enormous, so it's got good size to it, even though it's all display. So similar to what we saw with the LG and the G6, it's that all display sort of front, but of course you also have curved glass on each side of each phone. So you've got that action, so they're carrying that over obviously from Note 7 and previous phones. In terms of specs though, outside of those displays, you have 3,000 milliamp hour battery in the little guy, 3,500 milliamp hour in the big guy, both fast wired and wireless charging. Each have 64 gigabytes of storage with micro SD support up to 256 gigs, 4 gig RAM in each. Snapdragon 835 processors here in the US. USB Type-C ports down on the bottom along with those 3.5mm headphone jacks and your speaker down there. If we flip over to the back side, we do have cameras, so it's a 12 megapixel dual pixel camera again at f1.7. Going back to the front, you have 8 megapixel cameras up front, also at f1.7, so both cameras should be great. I'm just going to set the big guy down for a second. In terms of UI, you can see the UI's changed quite a bit. This is obviously Samsung's new skin, still TouchWiz, or maybe it's called Samsung Experience now, but you swipe up to get in the app drawer, and from there it either has pages of apps or whatever. And you'll notice the on-screen navigation buttons down here, and you can customize those. We already flipped the back button over there onto the left side. You can see how those work. You can do some cool things like even color that. Jump in and just show you the sort of notification pull down. Some of this stuff looks sort of familiar, sort of Note 7-ish in terms of the UI in here, but there's just tons and tons of features which we'll have to go through at another time. We'll jump through and show you an about phone. Just running Android 7.0 Nougat out of the box, and there's that Samsung Experience version 8.1. It does have March's security patch at this time, so it's too bad it's not running 7.1 yet. That's mostly it in terms of just a quick look at the device. I did want to show you guys quickly, it's a nav bar. It's actually kind of cool just because we're Android nerds, but you can customize the order of the buttons down here, and then you can actually change the color as well to whatever you want. You can customize the color to be anything, even like DL pink if you want to, and then that'll show up wherever. So we can't forget about Bixby either. So Bixby obviously is the new assistant sort of interface UI virtual helper that's built in within the UI. So if you're at the home screen, you can just swipe over like you would do from Google Now, and that gets you into Bixby. It seems to be disabled at this time at this demo area, but you're supposed to just be able to say, hello Bixby, and then it's supposed to wake up, and you're supposed to have that sort of voice interaction, but again, it seems to be disabled at this time. There's also a Bixby button over here, and you can just tap that from wherever and launch into Bixby, so your phone can be off, you can tap that, launch into Bixby. You can be in an app, tap that, launch into Bixby. Some of the other cool things it does though, at least in this demo mode, is this little eyeball camera up here. So if we tap on that, it launches into a camera. And so with this camera, you can look at objects, take a picture of something, say a building, a restaurant. We took a picture of Tim's hat, and it then will show you shopping related items for that. And so it's kind of a magic camera that helps you, find things and all that. So I wish we could give you a full tour, but it just doesn't seem to be fully working right now. Another thing to keep in mind is the fingerprint reader here is on the back, and it is located up there. So this is the smaller S8, and if you flip this over, it's not too big of a reach to get your hand up there, but it is still sort of an awkward position that we're going to have to get used to. If we look at the big guy, same deal, fingerprint reader up there. It's a little bit more of a stretch to get your finger up there, although it doesn't seem too bad just yet. But again, you're going to have to get used to not touching the middle of your phone or that chin anymore, and instead you're going to have to reach up there. So with anything, you just got to take some time to get used to it. The phone's launch, well, I should say pre-orders launch tomorrow, March 30th, and then they arrive in stores April 21st. Little guy, Galaxy S8 is $750. At Verizon, it's a little bit cheaper than that. Galaxy S8 Plus is $850, and again, at Verizon, it's somehow a little bit cheaper than that. But they will arrive April 21st everywhere, and you can pre-order them basically everywhere as well. You got black, silver, and this gray color in the US, and that's pretty much it. We'll have more coming for Droid Life. Peace.